to play first. Keep. Fetch Tomb, Thoughtseize. Turn to your Maelstrom Pulse, no threat, step, keep. Yeah, blue steel seems like a fine donation list. I'm just gonna play bird on one. Give him a chance to draw an extra card. Horizon Canopy. Oh, look at this, Burgle. Now I get to Thoughtseize plus Fatal Push on 2 without shocking myself. Ooh, I get to Thoughtseize plus Search for Azcanta. What a powerful Birds of Paradise. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I just take the Renegade Rallier, right? And then I can play the Search, and I can get Abrupt Decay, the Saheeli Rai. Yeah, that seems fine. That seems fine. Had the chance to Maelstrom Pulse the bird. How many Death Shadows in our deck, right? There's actually only one Thoughtseize in our deck. Going to 12 off of this trigger. I think I actually want to pulse this probably, right? Guess we'll see. We'll see what we hit here. Do I want to put Island into my graveyard? I think that's fine. I think I just want to flip this Azcanta faster. I'm not like super worried about hitting land drops, and we hit a land anyways. So do I want to pulse this or do I want to decay it? I think I want to pulse it so I can hold the decay to break up the combo later. Also more resource efficient to do this. If I push this bird, I actually get to flip my Azcanta next turn, which sounds kind of appealing. Or I can just push something this turn. Okay, that's pretty good. I think I'm just gonna push this bird off a cliff. Oh, I can flip my Azcanta over. I don't think I really care about the Witness. I guess the Witness is going to be like relevant amounts of damage, and like Saheeli copying the Witness is good, but they also don't have... Or they have a Windswept Teeth. I was going to say they don't have red mana if I kill the bird, but they have Windswept Teeth. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to kill this because they have the... They have the Saheeli in their hand. So I just put Abrupt Decay in my bin. I would love to flip Search for Azcanta. Tarmogoyf. I'm just gonna activate Search now, so that way I can find a discard spell. Or the Serum Visions. Sign me up. Alright, so their hand is Acidic Slime, Windswept Teeth, and then... So what do we think? Do I think they're going to play... I think they're probably going to play Acidic Slime next turn, right? So that means I can keep this Inquisition to take their Saheeli away. That seems fine for me. And like next turn I go Inquisition your Saheeli, play Bird, play Goyf. Burgle, it's a Planeswalker deck. Ob Nixilis is a Planeswalker. So much hostility. So much hostility. What you got over there, friendo? What's the other card? Thragtusk. The totally reasonable and beatable Magic the Gathering card. Oh, my Goyfs are 6/7s. Yeah, we got this. We got this. This on lock with my 6/7s. We have Garruk Relentless in our deck, actually. Of course we have Garruk Relentless. The Swag Dadderson himself. Another Tarmogoyf on top of our deck. Attack me for 2, please. So, Modern's gotten to a point where your removal isn't good against a lot of the best decks in the format. You'd rather just be comboing them faster, and Path to Exile doesn't help you combo them faster. The idea isn't interact, it's go faster and kill them. That's the goal. The goal is go faster and kill them. I wonder if they drew a Renegade Rallier. Rallier doesn't really get back anything meaningful. Feldar Guardian. Yep, that's... Yep. Swag Dadderson. Blinking in and blinking out, like he does. Garruk Relentless actually be kind of a hot draw here. It would let us eat the Acidic Slime and then start attacking with the Tarmogoyfs. It's a sad panda draw. Well, the good news is neither of us are really doing anything. The bad news is they have combo draws, but I guess if they try and combo us, we just break it up with Abrupt Decay. Yeah, Azcanta would be insane on this board, right? Just like bury them in card advantage. Just like stalling with these Goyfs, but I get to draw 2 cards a turn. Scary. Any of the cards in their hand? Lane, Steel. Rough Oath. Lotus Cobra, alright. Welcome to our board stall, Lotus Cobra. Enjoy your stay. Remember when I said I really wanted a Garruk Relentless? This does expose us to getting comboed next turn, right? I think I want to flip this by fighting the Acidic Slime here. I don't know, I haven't played the Gristlebrand deck enough to really know the answer to that question. If our opponent wants to kill this, they'd have to trade their Felidar Guardian on that attack, and I think I'm okay with that. They'd have to attack with all 4 of these to kill this. Yeah, if we die to Saheeli, we die to Saheeli. I think we're supposed to play this out here. We're in a pretty good spot if they don't hit the Saheeli this turn. Also did Sun Titan, so potentially did Eldritch Evolution as well then. They actually have a lot of hits that kill us. Because Sun Titan gets the Saheeli Ray back out of their discard pile. Felidar Guardian gets them 3 looks here. Oh, really? They're going for just the Thragtusk. Okay, well, that's sweet. Deal. Yes, Garruk transforms. He does not exile himself and then come back. That was a good series for us. So let's do it. Let's just tutor creatures or make Death Touch Wolves. Let's make Death Touch Wolves. All for the Death Touch Wolves. This creature gets +1/+1 for each card name sound the call. Well, that's alright, sure. I don't know why that's on there, but. Next turn, Garruk's going to turn a bird into a Snapcaster Mage, and we get to snap Serum Visions. So we got that going for us. So opponent would have killed us last turn if they would have Felidar their Oath of Nissa, and I feel like that was the correct line out of them. Yep. If they target with this. Hey! 1 Reclaimer with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Welcome, as always. Subs are the best way you can support my content here, so I really appreciate that. It's popular because I started playing it, and then other people started copying me when I started playing it. Do you want to try and get this Garruk off the table? You do not. I could hold the Snapcaster Mage for, like, possibly preventing another combo draw, but I think I just want to Serum Visions to try and, like, set up a way to actually win the game here. Ob Nixilis, however... Alright, well now we're just casting that and hoping they don't draw the combo piece. That's a way to win the game. Man, remember when Burgle was making fun of our Ob Nixilis? Can't believe you're making fun of my Ob Nixilis. He's so sweet. Look at that, I have a Murderous Cut now, so we're not dead to the combo anymore because this Ob Nixilis is so ridiculously powerful. Hope everyone appreciates how excellent what's happening right now is. Ashiok? Man, are we doing it, chat? I feel like we're doing it. We drew a Snapcaster Mage. I'm so excited right now. Yeah, exile your cards. Oh, baby, we got a voice and a Felidar? Baby. Baby. The gang's all here. Super friends assemble. This is Sun Titan? Sigarda. Yeah, you got a Sigarda, friendo. You got a Sigarda. Modern is a turn 4 bad. I feel like we're pretty obligated to win off of Ob Nixilis Ultimates, right? Like, obligated to win off of an Ob Nixilis Ultimate. I have any other creatures to tutor in my deck, right? Pretty sure we just have Goyfs and Snapcasters. It's just Goyf, Snapcaster, and Bird. Right. Wait. Oh! Oh, I can't target them with Ashiok because of this. That's funny. That's funny. Alright, so I'm gonna Snapcaster the Maelstrom Pulse on that. I was like, why can't I plus my Ashiok? I don't understand. Alright, do I want... I just put a voice into play. Actually, I'm actually just gonna put a voice into play. Like turtle up here. And then Ob Nixilis ultimate. Did I not use Garruk yet? Garruk yet. Alright. Let's continue turtling. Yep, that's the Sealy. Gonna Murderous Cut the Felidar Guardian they target here. And then we'll use the Garruk to tutor up another Snapcaster Mage so we could have snap removal next turn. Wow, how would we be dead to Sun Titan? Am I missing something? Also worth noting here that we're up a minute and a half on clock, and this is game 1. So, like, if we manage to win this game, there's a good chance our opponent just, like, won't have enough time to win the last 2 games in this match. Oh, are they dinging me? This is funny. They need to keep me off the Ob Nixilis ultimate, right? Yep, they dinged Ob Nixilis there. Because Magic Online is dumb. Why I'm doing that? Oh, you know what? And then I just get to go ahead and I get to sacrifice this to get Snapcaster Mage, and then Snapcaster Mage is gonna snap Abrupt Decay and kill their stupid thing. Get out of here. With this land tap. Am I supposed to start attacking with Tarmogoyfs? Yeah, probably. There's 6/7s. Nah, I'll pass. That's whatever. Okay. Why attack when you can draw more cards? Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Like to ultimate this. Choose you. I would like to -4 this to put Felidar Guardian into play, and then Felidar Guardian is gonna blink my Snapcaster Mage. And then Snapcaster Mage is going to snap back Serum Visions. Because when I draw a card, my opponent will lose some health here. That's how that works. Bottom. Top. Yeah! Alright. We're going to play with Collective Brutality with all 3 modes. Choose you. Choose you, choose you. Discard these. This game has been quite good. Alright, make a thing with this. Attack with my 13/13. I do need to try and stay up on clock, though, here. We're actually catching back up on timer here. So I do want to try and stay ahead. So who's our commander? Ain't that the real question? Opponent drew a card, gets to lose 2 health. Is this 24 hours? Is not. Just a late Sunday night stream. Alright, Does this give trample when it flips? Oh, it does give trample. I forgot it gives trample. I didn't realize that gave trample. Alright, so what am I doing here? Mid-rangey and sweet? I wish games of Modern were mid-rangey and sweet too. Yes, I agree. All the tier 2 decks in Modern put in like some sweet games. Do I even want to board anything? The Damnations have got to be good, right? Like, that's the truth. These Damnations are probably great. Is Liliana the Veil good here? Probably fine. I've not played any standard. We have a couple donation deck lists in the queue that I need to play at some point, but I could have thought season of Liliana. Liliana Ultimate's probably not unreasonable here. Oh, you know what? Cutting the Bird seems good. With Damnation coming in. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Courser of Kruphix actually blocks really well against their deck, too. Makes our Tarmogoyfs larger as well. Yeah, Courser blocks Lotus Cobra and it blocks Renegade Railier. Thanks everyone for hanging out here tonight. My name is Jeff Hogan. We're playing a donation deck list, which means someone has sent me some American dollars in order for me to play their deck list on stream. Made a couple changes to it, and then we're playing it here. If you want to learn more about how you can get me to play your deck list on stream, go to bit.ly/HugelSellout, all lowercase. If you're new and you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything else so that people find my content. And if you're really enjoying what you see and want to help me produce more content like this more often, the best way to do that is by subscribing on Twitch. Got the birds, then how can we discard plus search? That's asking the real questions. All right, so the goal for this game is to play very quickly in the beginning so I can get up on time here in case we have some long games again. We're only 20 seconds up on clock here, and I'd like to be a minute or more up on clock, ideally, I think. We got a little clunky at the end there. Yeah, I think this hand is fine. We got like removal into Goyf into Ashiok, ideally, into snap removal, potentially. We could draw another land or two, but it's pretty good other than that. I think I just push their bird off a cliff on one, right? Yeah, I think I just push their bird off a cliff. Drew a land, just the perfects. Tarmogoyf into Tarmogoyf to defend Ashiok after we slow down their faster start is probably going to be pretty great. Voice, sure. My 3/4. Ashiok will very quickly take over a game. We're able to defend her. Look at that, just like that, we're up a minute on clock already. Use your auto pass hotkeys, folks. Early turns of the game, use them auto pass hotkeys. They're there for a reason. Nah, the opponent's 4-color deck is not about to Blood Moon us. I know that's a bold assertion because people build decks like garbage in Modern, but pretty confident they're not going to Blood Moon us here. That's pretty unlucky. We didn't hit any creatures there. Double Oath Stomping Ground. If we got to hit and then immediately go down next turn, that would be insane. You're playing 4-color Saheeli, which is a deck that I've worked on stream a little bit. If you're interested in seeing the opponent's deck played out, definitely check out my YouTube channel. I played the Saheeli cat combo from that was standard legal for a little while. No, I don't play in Grand Prix. They're like setting money on fire. This is pretty good. I get to Saheeli the Renegade Railier here, which then means if they ship with everything, they can kill my Ashiok. But if they ship with everything, I also get to kill their Saheeli, so I think that's a fair trade for me. I get to like eat their Railier. I guess if they have another voice, I can't eat their thing. Magus the Moon. That's a fair one, I suppose. God, I hate Magus the Moon in these decks. It's so bad. all of the decks that you want to Magus of the Moon have chromatic stars or spheres, and also have so if they don't have a blocker here, we're gonna have to kill their Saheeli on the crackback, which I think is an okay exchange for us. Okay. Okay. Serum Visions. Okay, so I'm gonna fetch a swamp here, and then cast the Serum Visions, get a little bit more information before I decide if I want to play the Search or hold up Snapcaster Mage. I suppose I probably want to start by attacking and just making sure that their Saheeli's gonna die before I make any decisions this turn. I think Modern Merfolk isn't any more or less bad than most of the decks people play in Modern. People play some pretty atrocious things in this format. In Modern, you should just find a deck that you enjoy playing and then play it a bunch. Format's about. Here's some stinkers. I guess because I fetched a swamp, I can't snap Serum Visions here. Just gonna play Search for Azcanta out, pass the turn. And you expand on why you don't play in Grand Prix, because they're very expensive. Even when you, like, the entry fee is expensive to play, and then, you know, traveling is expensive, and I just, you know, I've played hundreds of Magic events at this point in my life, so, like, going to another Magic tournament, like, it's not an experience. Like, if you're new and, like, you find the idea of a convention fun, then, like, you're paying for the experience. But, like, if you're not looking for the experience, if you've had that experience a lot, like I have personally, it's like, well, it's just kind of another thing to do, right? Like, the average Magic Grand Prix, what, you have a $100 entry fee, and then you probably have another $100 to $150 in travel fees. If you're driving, you probably have $400 or $500 worth of travel fees if you're flying. Inquisition, I like that. We could possibly snap Inquisition here, depending on what their hand looks like. Renegade Rallier, Eldritch Evolution. Alright, yeah, I think I'm in the market to just snap Inquisition here, right? Seem unreasonable. And I think they're at 10. They're probably gonna just chump block with this Reclamation Sage, right? So I think I'm just gonna smash with this here Tarmogoyf. That's great for us. Yeah, if your goal, at the end of the day, let's just keep in mind that, like, no one is making a ton of money playing Magic the Gathering. Like, this is a hobby that you should be doing because you enjoy doing it, not because you expect to get rich. So, like, if your goal is expected value, I would recommend going to a job, because getting paid a given amount of dollars per hour is the best expected value you could get. I do still have a Fatal Push in the bin, but I don't really care about that, right? Gosh! Look at all these cards. Look at all these cards, chat. I'm so excited right now. Really want that. I certainly want that one. We drew an Ob Nixilis. The EV of my job is awful. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. Remember when Burgle made fun of our Ob Nixilis Reignited? I feel like I've been vindicated. Watch our opponent just, like, combo kill us here. They're just like, Sun Titan, get back my Saheeli, right? Kill you. And we're just like, aww. Aww. Renegade Rally, okay. It's a good draw. Gets back their voice. They could smash with this Elemental here. Alright, I think I just want to play Ob Nix and plus, right? I'm kind of sad that I bottomed that Fatal Push at this point. What's this? Ooh, that's a piece of candy, chat. That's That's a tasty piece of candy. What if I'm too stupid to work a job? If you're too stupid, the people that make money playing Magic consistently are very smart in every facet other than the fact that they could make more money doing something else. But like, again, like they're probably not in it to like make a bunch of money. They're probably doing it because they enjoy playing Magic the Gathering. In which case, like, you know, it's fine. You should do what you enjoy. I want to play this Liliana the Veil. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to play her and I'm going to edict them. And then if they choose to sack the voice, I can Maelstrom Pulse the tokens. That doesn't seem unreasonable. I also plus her and like trade the Damnation for the random card in their hand. But I don't think that sounds particularly exciting either. They have Unified Will. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. I'm glad we let on her instead of something else. Pass the turn. Yeah, and like that's a good reason, you know, like a lot of people, if you're an adult and a functioning member of society and you have like extra cash and spending money, like people spend money on hobbies they enjoy. That's why you should go to a Grand Prix. You shouldn't go to a Grand Prix planning to qualify for a Pro Tour or to make money on the weekend. Like those things should be bonuses. If your goal going to a Grand Prix is to make money, you're statistically going to be very disappointed with your experience at the Grand Prix. If the goal is to make a bunch of money, you're not going to be excited with how your Grand Prix is likely to go. I think I'm going to attack with this. Let's draw a card first and see what we get. I think I'm going to attack with this Tarmogoyf, Damnation, play another Tarmogoyf. I think that's what we're doing here. Okay, yeah, I'm okay with this. Deal. Read these off. Do I still want a Damnation? Probably. Not really. Yeah, not really. Okay, let's do this. And then, do I want to fight this? Gonna flip. Nah, let's make a wolf. That's fine. Let's make a wolf. Play this other Tarmogoyf out. Pass the turn here. What does this card do? Till your turn, when a creature deals combat damage to Vraska, destroy that creature, destroy target non-land permanent. Alright. Let's give you an emblem. Let's make a token here. Maelstrom Pulse you. Smash. So they're going to 7 here, and then they're going to draw a card and go to 5. What does this card do? Look, no one who's watched this stream before is going to be surprised. I don't know what a card does in a donation deck list, okay? Ob Nixilis is very good. I actually spent a lot of time casting all 3 of these Planeswalkers when they were all standard legal. Cast all 3 of those Planeswalkers a good deal. Next turn, Damnation to send a message, right? GG's opponent. It said GG's when they attacked there. That was a concession attack. All right, sweet 1-0 start. Sultai Sultai Planeswalker mid-range. Welcome to everyone hanging out here tonight. My name is Jeff Holger. I'm playing some modern Magic the Gathering. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps other people find my stuff. You can also, if you're really enjoying my content, the absolute best way you can support my content here is by subscribing on Twitch. Help support myself financially so I can spend more time producing content like this and less time doing other things. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout there, you'll save 8% on your singles orders with them. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InksGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, sleeves, binders, etc. And finally, SpareDeck.com, they offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. They're a great service. You want to kind of try something before you buy it. If you want to kick the tires on something like this or something else, they'll rent you a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month. And finally, this is a donation deck list. So if you're interested in seeing me play a deck that you've been working on or just kind of want to see someone else play it out before you play it, you can check that out too. Hey, Pun1000 with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. I do appreciate that. Welcome. If you sub, do you not get banned? It takes you a lot of idiocy to get banned as a sub. I think I've banned 2 subs lifetime. I think lifetime I'm up to 2 subs banned. It takes a lot of difficulty. And you always get warned before you get banned as a sub. You get a, hey, that's not okay. Don't do that again. You and me both, Ha7. Just, can we get 4 Tron decks and 4 Storm decks? That would be great. Hey, Isokron, yeah, welcome. And speaking of not being able to catch me live, we're in hour 3 here. We played a couple of Legacy decks before this. If you didn't get to catch those Legacy decks live, my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland, 100% of my matches that we stream here get archived there with full audio since we don't steal music on this channel. I think cards will get banned / unbanned in February. I think that's going to depend on the Pro Tour. And I think what they unban has no logic or reasoning, so anything is fair game. There are a bunch of cards that are safe to unban in Modern. There are a bunch of things that are currently on the Modern ban list that are much lower power level than things that are currently Modern legal. Look at this Birds of Paradise into this turn 2 Liliana the Veil. Look at this powerful hand that I have assembled. You think those decks are too good, Storm and Tron? I think Storm and Tron create play patterns that are unpleasant and uninteresting in many games of Magic. And those are subjective opinions, so feel free to disagree with that. If you find the gameplay that Storm and Tron generate stimulating, more power to you. I personally do not most of the time. Oh no! We were going to get extra money if we 5-0'd. Hopefully they're playing the bad Tron deck. Dear opponent, please have Chalice of the Voids and other bad cards in your Tron deck. Dear opponent, please have terrible Magic cards in your Tron deck. What do you think about every 3 months subs get a donation list? So Slim Weezy, I actually give $24.99 subscribers a donation deck list every week, and you can learn more about that here. I don't want to do the regular subs get donation deck lists every so many months, just because it's kind of muddled and hard to keep track of that way. It makes it difficult on my end to do. All right, I'm gonna shock this in here. This Collective Brutality is pretty bad, regardless of which Tron deck my opponent's playing. I think I want to just play this Liliana. Liliana is much better if my opponent plays a Thought-Knot Seer next turn. Let's go big. Let's go Ashiok. Yeah, the meta went back to the greatest hoodwink in the history of Magic was Todd Stevens convincing people that Eldrazi Tron was playable. That will go down in history as one of the greatest. Oh no, they're playing the good Tron deck. Hey, Bud Jinxed with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. No, turn 2 Spreading Seas is rarely good enough. Speaking as someone who's played a lot of Tron. Speaking as someone who's played a lot of Tron. Tron. Please be a Wormcoil. It's a Karn. Alright, well, we tried. We'll move on. All right, let's get these in my deck. Let's get these in my deck. Let's board in Surgical Extraction because it's good against people who play Magic cards. Let's board out these Fatal Pushes. Let's board out these Abrupt Decays. Let's board out these Collective Brutalities. And I'm going to need everybody out there to say a little prayer here real quick for me. Just because that's what we're going to need here. You're going to need a little bit of prayer to get through this match. Look, it's okay. If you're not okay having matches of Magic that are just unwinnable because of the matchup that you're playing, you just can't play Modern. It's a feature of the format. It's not a bug. That's just how it works. Like, even the tier 1 decks in Modern have a number of matches where when you get queued into them, you're just not going to be able to win most of the time, and that's okay. The format's very diverse, and a symptom or a feature of that diversity, depending on how you look at it, is the fact that every deck is going to have some unwinnables, and that's okay. It's different than Standard, but that's just how it goes. Well then, that's a stinker. Take that one away right there. Your turn, opponent. So you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Just need to draw another land here. Get to Fulminator plus Surgical my opponent here. Opponent mulligan to 5, just in their defense. I'm not going to crack this fetch because I don't want to thin a land out of my deck. They kept 5. Opponent went to 5. Ding. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna fetch really low here because I don't think it matters, and maybe they'll board like we're Death Shadow potentially. Put a stop on my opponent's draw step here, so I can take possibly take a mine out of their hand. Now we get to it on turn 3, right? Downrain you. Downrain you. Oh, we got through that time. So you want to do this during their draw step. That way, if they draw mine, we get to take one out of their hand. Boom, 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 bum, 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 bum. Wait, what? Did they just skip playing a land last turn? They just like have Tron and skipped playing a land last turn? Wait, how is this their hand? They've drawn... I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Alright, how'd they board? Not that it really matters. Yeah, might have been a misclick. Oh, right. It doesn't write it down. I mean, I have to actually kill them. No, they only had 1 Tron piece when we duress them. Why do you think Eldrazi Tron is worse? Because your payoffs are worse. You're going to go through the trouble of assembling Tron. Your deck's less consistent. So, Green Tron is actually one of the most consistent decks in Modern. It just, like, does the same thing almost every single game. And Eldrazi Tron is pretty inconsistent. It's no card selection, no cantrips, none of that. I'm just going to bin this extra Surgical at this point. It's unfortunate that I don't have another black here. Maybe I should have fetched a 3rd black before instead of getting this breeding pool. Eldrazi Tron also features masterclass deck building, like 8 main deck 1-drops a lot of the time, and Chalice of the Void on 1. Like, there's always a joke among Modern players, or salt among inexperienced Modern players, depending on how you look at it, that, like, Tron players are lucky and they always have it. Well, Tron looks like they always have it because their deck is basically, what's a good number to say? Their deck, they're basically playing with a, they're essentially playing with a 52 card deck or 48 card deck if you count Ancient Stirrings. Like, Ancient Stirrings is a better cantrip than most of the cantrips that are banned in Modern. Play this, and plus her, discard this Inquisition. Yeah, it's 48 cards, yeah, and 8 Demonic Tutors with their search effects. Like, oh no, they found the Tron piece after a Fulminator Mage. I'm just like, of course they found the Tron piece. There's 8 Demonic Tutors and 12 cantrips in their deck. One of which is a cantrip that's better than... One of which is a cantrip that's, like, better than... Oh, do we hit Walking Ballista? What was your best draw? Smells like Walking Ballista. Sure. Sure. Ancient Stirrings finds colorless cards. So I'll just shoot this with this. I don't think so. If we had a land here, I might. That's pretty good. Go top here. Shock this in. Play this. I would in fact argue that Ancient Stirrings is better than Anticipate. 10 out of 10 would make that argument. Alright, and they're just auto-passing here apparently. Yep, yeah, Stirrings is obnoxiously powerful. Their last card is a second Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. I didn't search for anything, I discarded it to Liliana the Veil. Oh, they already got rid of the other Ulamog. That makes sense. Alright, so I'm gonna cast this, grab this Fulminator Mage, and then scry. Alright, we got really lucky that time. Hopefully they can mulligan to 4 or 5 again here and we can run it off. That's basically how this match has to go, right? They need to mulligan really low and we need to hit our sideboard cards. Look, sometimes you design your standard format and it just, you know, you gotta ban Lay the Land. Sometimes you like look at your standard format a year and a half after you're done, you know what? Lay the Land, it's just too good. It's just too good. Gotta get it out of there. Boom, 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 bum, 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 bum. All right, chat. Need this opponent to mulligan a bunch. This is an easy mulligan for us here. Don't keep 7. Don't do it, opponent. Uh-oh, chat. Uh-oh, chat. All right, we got a Fulminator Mage. Turn 2 Fulminator Mage. Man, where's Burgle? Burgle, are you still here? Just like all of your Birds of Paradise shit talking. Where is your Birds of Paradise shit talking now? If there's a Surgical on top of our deck, we might have a chance here. If there's a Birds of Paradise on top of our deck, we could have a real chance. Gosh. Lucky. Unlucky. I'm just gonna take them off the mana. Like, we could get in 2 damage with this, but like, realistically, like, we're not racing them, so the 2 points of damage probably doesn't matter. Although I guess waiting on it gives me a chance to draw Surgical. Okay, I'm actually gonna wait, because I want to give a chance to draw Surgical. They can't have Tron next turn. Yeah, I think it's worth waiting, because, like, let's say I destroy this one, they could, like, just play another copy of this out right away. Maelstrom Pulse, that's sad. Like I said, I don't think it really matters. We're probably pretty dead no matter how we slice this here. I think the upside of, like, potentially, like, stealing the game is pretty good. So a deck like this would want to play Fulminator Mage because I really like Fulminator Mage against decks like Jeskai Control. Because, like, against Jeskai Control, sometimes Stone Raiding them wins the game, and other times you just, like, want this 2/2 to attack them with. I'm gonna go get their last Tron piece here. Alright, so here's a dirty secret, folks. Never kill the tower. Tron players always have another tower. Always kill the not tower. Alright, so we really need to draw a Surgical or another Fulminator here. Discard spells like an OK Constellation Prize. I guess we have a Maelstrom Pulse to kill a Karn. Remember when I said they always have another tower? How fantastic is that? They always have another tower. I'm so smart and thin. Do I want to have my Garruk kill my wolf so I can find... Garruk has to take damage to flip. It's not just fight and then flip. It says that Garruk says when he has 2 or fewer loyalty counters on him. So fighting bird doesn't work. I'm going to fight the wolf, though. I'm going to flip him. It means I have to trade the Garruk for a... What's it called next turn? But I think that's fine. Fetch a Shockland here. They missed. Am I willing to keep my Garruk around? Snapcaster Inquisition. Yeah, I'm gonna Snapcaster Inquisition. Oh wait, do I know their entire hand? No, I'm missing one card in their hand, right? Yeah, I'm missing one card out of their hand. I'm going to risk them ripping... I'm gonna risk them ripping a thing here and make a wolf. And then we just need them to miss for this turn. Need them to miss for this turn. Please brick, please brick, please brick, please brick. Please brick, please brick, please brick. Alright, this means we're not getting Karn this turn, right? So I get to go find another... I have to go find another Fulminator Mage. They have Ghost Quarter, Worldbreaker, Karn, Sanctum. Man, could you imagine if that Inquisition would have been a Thoughtseize? It's much worse against Burn, but we've like they'd only have a Worldbreaker left in their hand, and we wouldn't even be that bad off if they had Tron. It's kind of a tilt. I do get to find running Fulminator Mages here, even. Alright, they're killing my Snap. They've been to Worldbreaker. So they get my Maelstrom Pulse, that's fine, we're just going to keep them off of Tron. Love to draw a Surgical Extraction. We can guarantee they stay off of Tron forever. Wouldn't mind a cantrip or another Planeswalker that we can cast, like a Liliana maybe. Tarmogoyf is good, that's pressure. Under pressure. Bum 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 butter dum boom. Bum 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 butter dum boom. Bum 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 butter dum bum. This one Garruk has been gassed tonight. Real good. Oh baby! Oh baby! This shout out goes out to everyone out there in Twitch chat that prayed and channeled your energy for our opponent to get exceedingly unlucky to lose that game. Oh yeah! Sometimes your fair mid-range deck beats Tron, you know? Sometimes your fair mid-range deck beats Tron. We did it, boys and girls. We did it. We did it. Down with the Tron Overlords. Who said you can never beat Tron? With a little bit of luck, you can win your 90-20 matchups. That was not a deck that I designed. That was a donation deck list. See, Tron's fine. Tron's fine. NBD, no big deal. I mean, like, we have a lot of reasonable modern cards in here, right? We've got, like, some 1-mana discard. We've got some Serum Visions. Hey, Der Arts with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate you sending your Amazon fund money this way this month. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this hand. It's got double Serum Visions to try and find a land. We get like, what, like 7 looks? We get a draw step. This is 3 looks, and then this is 1 look plus another draw step. So you get like 6 looks at a land. And if we rip like a green source on 1, we get to like turn 2 Planeswalker. Opponent is mulligan to 5. Oh no, they're playing Bogles! Oh no, they're playing Bogles! Well, this Liliana is good if we can find a Alright, there's a land, there's a Tarmogoyf. This is just like everything we need, right? Actually, I don't really need this land, right? I'm gonna bottom this top of the Tarmogoyf. I need our Maelstrom Pulse, right? That's our only way to interact with this. Actually, that's like our only way in the 75 to interact with that, right? That's gross. We have 1 Pulse. Oh, Vraska can kill it too. Yeah, good call. Good call. So I'm going to play the Serum Visions. Definitely don't want that. Do I want this? I feel like I want this. I'm going to shock this in and pass. I want to be able to Fatal Push a Dryad Arbor here. I kind of wish I would have kept that Overgrown Tomb, but it's not the end of the world. Yep. Yeah, I agree. I'm aware that Liliana doesn't work. Only her plus will work. Yeah, I should have kept that Overgrown Tomb. I should have kept that Overgrown Tomb. I'm gonna leave this Fatal Push up because, yeah, like if I would have kept the Overgrown Tomb, we could have had a Goyf this turn while leaving Fatal Push up. Inquisition ourselves to bin Ashiok, right? That might be a thing that happens here at some point. Just to goif them quicker. Sweet. So now that they burned that fetch land, do I want to just start plussing Liliana and chew their hand up? No, I'm just gonna get the Tarmogoyf into play. Let's do that. Tarmogoyf into play. I'll bin these via Liliana here in a little bit, so I don't think I need to be super aggressive. For those wondering why we're not playing discard spells or putting as Leyline of Sanctity in play, they're just playing Bogles. They mulliganed a bunch. Opponent mulliganed very low this game. Alright, I'm actually going to do the Inquisition myself play here. Just to like get the extra 1 point of damage in this turn. Oh, they get to see my entire hand here. That's fine. It's fine. This puts them to 16. They have Path in their main deck? Gross. Land would be okay here. Let me go Lily plus Azcanta. I think I'm just going to play Azcanta here. If I Thoughtseize myself, I can flip Azcanta next turn, right? That'll help me find a Vraska or a Maelstrom Pulse pretty quickly here. Getting basically anything here but the Maelstrom Pulse or Vraska. Nope. Alright, well. And then the good news is I get to guarantee to have 5 mana for Vraska next turn because she... I'm not going to discard anything here because I want to have this for Dryad Arbor or their core, and I want the Abrupt Decay for possible enchantments. Sweet. We're going to win this game. Nice Bogle deck. Nice Bogle deck, opponent. How and why to Thoughtseize yourself, right? This is going to be a core plus just cycle an enchantment on it. That's what it feels like. It feels like they're playing a core and then they're just casting an aura to draw a card. Which is why I held this Fatal Push in my hand to play around this. Need to cast this now because otherwise it gets totem armor, so kill this. I'm assuming they're going to concede to the Vraska since we have the Liliana in play. So I get to play Vraska plus push Liliana up next turn. Then we'll have like 2 Edicts on deck. No, we do need to kill the Leyline in case they rip a Bogle next turn. We're binning. I already have 7 in my bin, right? So I don't have to bin that. And then I would love to transform this. I want to kill this one over here. This non-land permanent. This one. I would like that one to go away, please. I don't really want to discard Abrupt Decay, but like getting rid of having two down ticks ready on the Liliana seems great. Seems pretty good. You're down to 2 opponent, go ahead. Alright, Bogles. How do we sideboard? Damnation and EE sound great. Duress sounds great. Negate sounds great. Garruk's probably clunky. Murderous Cut and Ob Nixilis are clunky. I think we need to leave some fatal pushes in my deck. Probably a couple. It's probably better than Collective Brutality, actually. It's probably just better than Collective Brutality. I'm going to put in Courser of Kruphix over Ashiok, because Courser can generate some selection and card advantage for us, and Ashiok can't work if there's a leyline out. Hear me out, Surgical Extraction. Stop it. Surgical Extraction's so good against people that play Magic cards, though, Jeff. It's so good. It's so good. Alright, we're 2-0 and up a game here in this match against Bogles. Live the 5-0 dream, get this published. And we can know how competitive it is. Saying's great, right? Like it's really bad against it's really bad against the ley line, but like most of our hands are bad against the ley line. That's not a ley line opponent. That's not a ley line opponent. Can we just talk about how good these Birds of Paradise have been all evening? Can we just take a moment and like soak in how fantastic the card Birds of Paradise is and has been? Now, we've got so many deck lists in the queue that I don't run them back regardless of how they do. Unless someone donates for them again. Probably sideboarded out Leyline versus Vraska, right? I do still have my birds in paper. I have altered 8th edition birds in paper. Oh, do you not have a second land opponent? Do you not have a second land? Okay, so here's an interesting question. They don't have a second land. Am I supposed to Inquisition them rather than... Oh, they do have a second land. Okay, do they have another Bogle? That sucks. There might have been merit to Inquisitioning them on one. Oh, God. Ask me what it's like sometime, chat, to just be so fucking good at Magic the Gathering. I can't even put into words how great I am at this game called Magic the Gathering. It's a true skill game
where the person who is better certainly always wins. Just that's how I would summarize Magic the Gathering. That's how I would summarize. The bird is going down with the ship. Yep, that's. Remember that if you have to choose between being lucky and being good, always choose lucky. We're going to use our health total as a resource here. And we're just going to take this hit for 3 and we're going to blow the Engineered Explosives up at the end of turn. So we're going to take a hit here. The birds are too... The bird is the only reason we can do this. You're a little late to the party, Tig. You're a little late to the party. Wow, could we actually lose this game? It feels like I might not actually be ahead here. It feels like I might not actually be ahead. We got so full of ourselves. Oh, never mind. God, I just need to assume that, like, whatever we're doing, everything's just gonna work out. Just work out to be the stone perfects. Just count on whatever we do being the stone perfects. Look at him! Look at him! That could be Garruk taking that picture, just get kicked off the cliff. Hadouken! I'm convinced that if you, like, register a Modern League with enough garbage tier cards in your deck, like, they saw that there was a Vraska Unseen in our Modern deck, and they were like, yo, dog, this guy, get him a 5-0. Get him a 5-0. He registered Vraska Unseen. You don't understand. I think I'm going to push Teague off a cliff here. Actually, I'm probably supposed to push... Yeah, probably doesn't matter, actually. Probably doesn't matter. I'm going to kill a Dryad Arbor just in case here. In case they drew a Bogle as a follow-up. If they hit a Bogle here, they could have a chance. They hit a Bogle, yep. Okay. Okay, we have a game. Snapcaster. Snapcaster. Fatal Push. Am I supposed to Liliana Edict them? Or am I supposed to search for Azcanta? I think I'm supposed to search for Azcanta here. I think I'm supposed to search because I want to find a Fatal Push to Edict this. I think this is how I'm supposed to sequence this. If they hadn't hit a Bogle there, we were going to continue running them out of this game. Yeah, I think we have to Azcanta. I think Azcanta's the play to win line. If only these searches had been surgicals. Ooh, that's really good for us. Sweet. So the search isn't flipping yet. We actually have Creeping Tarpon up to block next turn, which is nice. We already burned their Dryad Arbor, so that's out. Usually they only have 1 Dryad Arbor. I guess sometimes they have 2. We did bring in Damnation, but Garruk T currently shutting that off. Would you like to put Damnation in your bin? Am I binning Damnation? No. I'm gonna play this and Edict them. If they keep Teague, they're exposed to more spot removal. And if they keep Slippery Bogle, we get to clean up with Damnation. there's a world where, like... Yeah, if I minus, they probably sack Teague here. Or they're watching the stream. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. The uncertainties of streaming. Getting ghosted in Modern. Getting ghosted in Modern. That's fine. Keeping the Teague because they know about the Damnation gets them punished by Snapcaster Mages and this Creeping Tar Pit. And there's a lot of things that punish this Teague. I mean, it's not a 3-turn clock, right, Matt? They have to kill the Liliana. And I have this Creeping Tar Pit, like, on the table. The good news is I get to flip Azcanta this turn, too, since they killed the Liliana. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's funny. I draw a path. No, I'm just gonna try and tar pit it. This is great for us. If they had a path, they had a path. They just have another one? So they had another one, and then I'm so confused. I'm just supposed to Azcanta here, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. You're enjoying the stream, dickhead. Yeah, so if I would have done that, we'd have bricked 2. Alright, let's take this and make it bigger. Super clean and easy. That makes sense too. Because they paused earlier when they waited with their Captain up, waited for the stream to load. Yeah, sorry about the crappy content, but I'd like not to get ghosted out of this third game. We got kind of unlucky to draw the second Damnation after we kept the first, assuming they get rid of the Teague, and then they heard us say that, and then they kept the Teague because of it, but that's tough. That's fine. It's within their right to ghost. Like, we're streaming without a delay. And for those that are wondering, like, I don't stream with a delay because streaming with a delay is just really bad Magic content, right? Like, if I'm just going to stream with a delay, I'd rather just record stuff and put it up on YouTube later. Like, part of the engaging part of Twitch is getting to discuss what's going on and why, and, like, answering questions from you, and delay just ruins all of those things. No, they literally never saw Damnation. Yep. Yeah, we had a bunch of good draws. You could argue that I should have been the Damnation just to, like, push on, but, like, I don't think that's true. I think the way everything... I feel like we took the right lines with the information that we had. I mean, Sam's the nuts, so I guess we'll keep it. I mean, for some people, like, playing Magic Online, like, their lives are sad, and like, winning a match on Magic Online is, like, everything to them. So, like, if that's all they have in life, then if they don't win this match, their life is going to be very sad. I'm going to cut to my sponsor screen really quick here, so I can cast this Serum Visions without them seeing what I'm scrying. Sorry about that. I like, hopefully they're listening and they can tell, like, they can listen to me tell them that they punted because they played both ley lines when our best way to get rid of that is Maelstrom Pulse. They should have kept the second ley line in their hand, probably. Go top with those because they're both exactly what we need because our hand is perfect and it just got better. The Courser is just there because it's less bad than some of the other cards that we're playing. Yep, so just quality bad plays all around by the Ghoster. Fetch an Overgrown Tomb here and cast this Tarmogoyf. See if they want to Dryad Arbor or not, if they want to play around spot removal, if they want to go all in on it. Probably get a Temple Garden here. We'll see if they have a Teague or something like that next turn. Early Goyf is good, get the pressure on, especially when they don't have a threat here. Yep. If you know you're going to be... This is actually just good strategy. If you know you're going to be shuffling from a fetch land and you only want one of the two cards on a Serum Vision, you should always top 100% of the time. 100% of the time you should top. It's just good. It makes your position look like it's stronger than it might actually be topping. A few choices of things I could do here. Okay, I want to just attack with this Tarmogoyf for 2. And pass the turn. We'd ambush this Garruk Teague inside of combat with a Snapcaster Mage if they attack in without putting pants on it. Maybe. That seems really narrow to play around. Rats, he called me on my Snapcaster Mage bluff. Do you ever have this Fatal Push for this? Just like that, my Goyf is a 4/5. Snap Serum Visions here. I did have the Snapcaster Mage, just didn't want to trade it for your sad card. I was gonna say, I actually forgot to hide my thing while I scry here, but I actually don't want either of these lands, so we just get to bottom those very nicely. A tapped land. Ooh, that actually makes my Goyf smaller because I took the only sorcery out of the bin. That's interesting. Probably just chump with the Snapcaster Mage this turn. Unless they throw a Rancor or something like that on it. Daybreak does not give trample, so still just get the chump block with the Snapcaster. Good night. Go. Yeah, unfortunately we did not have Abrupt Decay. I think just Damnation and declare that board is fine though. It's like a 2 for 3, right? Take that trade nice and clean. Cycle the Horizon Canopy, sure. Immediately drew another Bogle. Good beat. Play this Liliana and just plus it here. Not doing a whole lot. Kind of pressures their hand a little bit, limits the options they could potentially have. Kind of wish I would have kept a land so I could play this Tarmogoyf out too, but I couldn't have known how the sequencing was going to line up. They lost a Daybreak Coronet. That's really good for us. It didn't attack because their creature was larger than ours. Oh, you know what? The one turn, my Goyf was a 4/5. And I didn't attack with it, but I wasn't sure if they had a Rancor, I might have chump blocked with the Goyf, so I'm not 100% that that was wrong. Liliana the Veil, her ultimate unfortunately targets them, so even her ultimate can't get rid of these, so we're just waiting on our Maelstrom Pulse to clear that out. We're just on a couple of Tarmogoyfs to be able to run them out of the game. Another Teague, maybe? Sure. Turns off another Damnation draw. Plus this, get the last card out of their hand. Pretty good for us. Get to play this Goyf, get to play the Search. And if they don't rip a Rest in Peace next turn, the Search will get to flip, which will help us find the Maelstrom Pulse pretty quickly. Yeah, we have one copy of Maelstrom Pulse and one copy of Vraska. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I mean, I guess I get to scry every turn with the Search for Azcanta, but ripping the Rest in Peace really sucks for us. We just had a 1-turn window for that to be a thing. Holy crap. Oh, right, these are... This guy doesn't do anything now. I guess I'll chump. I guess if I draw Abrupt Decay, I don't want to chump. Okay. Talk myself out of it. They had no cards in hand for reference there. Would love to have been a Verdant Catacombs. Oh, God. If they hadn't ripped that, this game would be pretty close to unlosable. We do get to scry every turn, so we've got that going for us. We got a little bit of a leg up in that manner. Yep. We played 22 lands. Just gonna go ahead and kill this. I'm gonna let Liliana die here. I think I'd rather have the Goyf in the event that I draw an Abrupt Decay. I discarded that push because I had another one. I'd like to keep a Serum Visions. Immediately punished for not keeping the Liliana.
Immediately punished for not having kept the Liliana. I guess they would have attacked it down anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to edict them with it. Oh, you know what? I should have left the card that I bottomed on top of my deck and buried it with the Azcanta. What should have happened there. Alright, so now we've got a Damnation and 2 Lilianas in my deck to draw to. I guess Damnation doesn't really work because they have the Totem Armor on it, so we've got 2 copies of Liliana. God, this Rest in Peace was just so brutal. They had that one turn to draw it, and they hit it. I'm not jumping just yet, because if we had an Abrupt Decay, I can Abrupt Decay the Rest in Peace, and then my Goyf has power and toughness again. Turns off a bunch of my outs. Opponent's drawn very well this game. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. They won game 2 because they could see our hand, and this game they just never hit. I guess they had what, a third land? They had a Horizon Canopy, but they've just had 3 lands and 19 cards. Okay, so for people in chat that are new, if you want to suggest a different line than what I did, you need to provide defense for the line and say, hey, this is a better line and this is why. And that's just the TLDR. You need to articulate yourself and tell me why you feel the way you do. I don't think hitting the rip is right. Hitting the ley lines give me outs to stabilize and win the game. Hitting the ley lines gives me outs to actually win the game. Hitting rips means if they rip any number of power-ups, my Goyf just doesn't do anything. I mean, like, their deck is bad, and like they only won the second game because they knew what we had, so they were able to play around our stuff. And if they're finally sandbagging lands, then that's great for us. I think hitting Rip is a play to not lose line, and hitting Azcanta is a play to, or hitting the ley lines is a play to win line. I probably should have chump blocked last turn. Like, if they have a path now, they could kill me. That's fine. It is what it is. Do the best with what we're dealt. We would have just put them deep into the ground if they wouldn't have hit this rip the turn they hit it. Because, like, this Azcanta would have, drawn us, like, 4 or 5 cards throughout the course of this game. But as soon as they rip any number of pumps, we automatically lose the game because our Goyf can no longer block. Alright, well, we flooded out and died. GG's, Wanker. It's unfortunate. Yeah, that's what it is. There's a bunch of lands and another search for Azcanta there. So, opponent ripped. That's the turn they needed it, and then just, like, they probably have some lands in their hand at the end here, but, like, the first 18 cards of their deck only had 3 lands in it, and we just didn't have enough. Like, we kept bidding lands with that Azcanta after they hit the rip, and I just never found any more action. Pulsing the rip has the upside of making a Snapcaster Mage a good draw. That's fair. That's a fair assessment, but then, like, we have to, like, play through all of these things. Like, the way that game played out, pulsing the rip would have been correct, or pulsing the rip would have put us in a better spot. But just because a play puts you in a better spot doesn't make it a correct percentage play at the given time. That's not how percentage plays work. Like I said, I think our best chance to win that game was to be able to take their creature off the table. So doing what I said takes their creature off the table, which makes it ideal for us. All right, let's take this Farseek here.
My hand was a bunch of hot garbage. So I'm actually going to fetch here. So this way my opponent can't kill the Goyf with a lightning bolt. If I play the Botanical Sanctum, my opponent would be able to do 3 damage to kill the bolt, kill the Goyf. It's fine. It's a donation deck. We're playing on house money anyways. Played that. Have a ban. Ban. Just get those out of here. I fetched the wrong land because I was talking to people in chat. Fuck. Wanted to play Liliana there and plus it. Bottom that, top that. Now they get to kill my Tarmogoyf with Faltering Suns next turn. Whereas if I'd have gotten the Watery Grave, I would have gotten to plus Liliana and been this Birds of Paradise. No, I can't double Goyf because then they'll die to Sweltering Suns. This was supposed to have been a Watery Grave. And then we would have been able to bottom the land on top of our deck if I had a Watery Grave. Which would have been nice. So yeah, I get to kill this, which really sucks. Now Goyf's pretty unplayable in a format with Death Shadow. Like it's kind of okay in this deck, like throwbacks, but it's pretty bad. I'm gonna get this into play rather than anything else because ticking this up is a good way to whittle away at the resources. Remember, the opponent's deck is like a critical mass deck. They need all of their components, which is a big deal. Like, we're 1 turn short on this Liliana ultimate now too because of my misfetch. So like, this Liliana not ulting for an extra turn, it could be very much be the difference between winning and losing this game. The Goyf wasn't a 3-4 until the Birds of the Paradise hit the bin. I'm gonna hold on to this Swamp in my hand just in case I draw something I want to keep with this. Is there anything in my hand I'd want to keep? Not really. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna play this out actually. We confirmed the opponent was ghosting. We assumed the opponent was likely ghosting because they kept a Garruk Teeg after we kept a Damnation, when it didn't make sense to keep the Garruk Teeg on the board. And they had another Garruk Teeg in their hand. Actually not in a terrible spot because they haven't had any ramp. They have Double Bolt here. And obviously nothing's 100%, but like, based on the lines that my opponent took, they're either very bad at Magic or they were ghosting, one of the two. Wow, that's bad for us. Holy crap. So again, like... No, this is going to be the last league for tonight. We've been going for like 4.5 hours. I'm going to play this match in the next one and then be done. The last card out of their hand. Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, either way, taking a step to protect myself seems fine. I'm gonna concede to a Primeval Titan here. Alright, this takes my Liliana off the table, which kind of sucks for us. Hey, the Noob Shooter. The brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. Or the brand new $4.99 a month support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. Subs are always the best way you can support my content here.
Well, if they brick for a couple of turns here, Squif's gonna go the distance. Squif's gonna go the distance. They brick for a couple of turns. Oh, is that a good draw? Was the lightning bolt I put into my Sultai deck a good draw? Feels like it was an okay draw. All right, running good still, running good. This is a tough matchup too. These big mana decks are tough matchups for these mid-range decks. I have a couple of tools though. I've got these. I actually think I bring in Dispel just because it can counter Summoner's Pact. Murderous Cut's pretty bad. Fatal Push is pretty bad. Abrupt Decay and Maelstrom Pulse are pretty bad. Ashiok potentially taking them off their things is kind of sweet. Garruk's probably slow. Vraska's probably slow. Yeah, I think this is the plan. This is the plan. Yeah, Twitter or message me on Twitch. I don't message people back while we're midstream, so you'll have to wait until after the stream's done tonight. But I'll take a look. Always take a look at my messages after I finish the stream up. They definitely have Titan, but killing the Titan. Usually, the Titan coming into play means you lose. So I'm not really interested in playing that game. Garruk tutors up Fulminators. Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. Garruk tutoring up Fulminators was great in that other match. I guess if the plan is Fulminator Surgical, like the Murderous Cut and this are less bad. Maybe the Ashioks are just too cute. It really is. It's like, these are our cards that are like, we're hoping to steal games with them, and like they have applications in other places. This hand is not exciting, but I think it's a keep. It's like turn 2 Tarmogoyf into, it's like baby Goyf on 2, I guess. Yeah, cutting one Azcanta is fine. Maybe I just want to Azcanta on 2, actually. Yeah, I think it's pretty unlikely. I think against the what's the words I'm searching for? Against a Temur Scapeshift deck, a Scapeshift deck that plays less mountains, Ashiok trying to tag mountains is fine, but against this deck, they have so many mountains that I don't think it's reasonable. Sweet. Okay, well, we have Fulminator. We have Search for Azcanta, so let's play this Search out. And hopefully that finds us the black source. We can kill this and then take them all out of their deck. And if we miss on the black source for Fulminator this turn, we can Serum Visions plus hold up Negate. They're going to get to cast Search. They're going to get to play a 4th land. So they're going to be in combo range next turn. So I probably need to either Fulminator them or start holding up Goyf. I think Infinity is great. It's one of the better decks in Modern. So, Serum Visions. Huh. I think I'm willing to just draw that, even though I have one already, because like getting more setup seems good. Alright, I don't think I want either of these cards, but I think I don't mind having Garruk in my deck, and I'm going to leave this on top so I can bury it with Search for Azcanta. Just like get a card into my bin. Disdainful Stroke's a good draw. It's going to let us hold up extra counter magic here. So the thing about Ashiok is that if our plan is to Fulminator the Valakuts plus Surgical them, we need a way to not die to their 6/6s after we do that. So I think leaving Vraska in for that purpose is fine. So we're gonna bin this Inquisition, draw a card, looking for lands. Okay.
It's a good draw. Okay, I'm gonna draw, hit this. If we don't hit a surgical, I'm gonna hold up counter magic. Okay, do I want this Liliana? I don't think I do at this point. I think we're like just looking for surgical, basically. I'm gonna bottom this and top this Verdant with the plan of binning it. We're going slow and steady here, but we get to get the Goyf out next turn, which is nice. Inquisition. I think I'd rather just play a Goyf here. Although having information about what's going on in their hand is nice, but I think I'd rather just get this into play. Oh, if we're digging, then we should bottom it? Yeah, that's true. It's true, because I know... Yeah, you're right. I would have binned this Inquisition, too. If I wasn't taking the card underneath it, I should definitely bottom that. Yeah, you're right. I think I'm pretty obligated to counterspell this. Doesn't feel good, but I think it's the case. Makes my Goyf big enough to survive a mountain here. I actually messed up, and then my opponent messed up back. They should have done this ahead of time to kill my Tarmogoyf, I think. Alright, get 2 looks at another surgical here. I denied myself 1 look at a surgical, which kind of sucks. Put Snapcaster Mage in my bin. No, I want a Snapcaster Mage. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack for 3 here. Cast this other Goyf. And then we get to hold... We get Disdainful Stroke this turn, then we have Snap Stroke the next turn. And again, just like waiting on one of our 2 surgical extractions as a we win button. If they have double Scapeshift here, we die. No, I think digging is more important. I think because I already have the Fulminator Mage, I just want to give myself the maximum number of looks at one of the surgicals to lock them out of winning this game. So they have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if they have Titan plus Scapeshift, we're okay. They just need them to not have double shift. Our plus Scapeshift probably also kills us because I'm obligated to counter both of those, and they could cast both of them this turn. Obstinate Baloth, don't care about that one. I'm just gonna go ahead and Murderous Cut this, right? Mana is kind of my hold up, so 1, 2, 3. This puts a creature in the bin too. I'm going to go 4 5s. Put Liliana the Veil in the bin, yep, I think so. Especially since they've shown us Obstinate Baloth. Oh yeah, that makes these 5/6s? Sweet, okay. Well, 2 turn clock, go. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. For 3 and 1, only having lost to a spooky and a little bit of bad luck. Sultai mid-range mush. Let's do it, chat fam. Close out the 4-1 tonight. Finish strong. Everyone for watching, I do appreciate it. This is going to be our last match of the evening. Remember, if you didn't catch everything here, we played 2 Legacy Leagues, and this is a Modern League. They're all going to go up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. The Legacy ones will publish almost immediately after we're done, and this one will probably be uploaded and processed in like half an hour or so. Sox fan, they had a Leyline of the Void. They had a Leyline of Sanctity in play. We couldn't target them with Liliana, and that was the whole problem that game. Search for it. This card is just so good. If you're playing a mid-rangey blue deck in Modern, put some copies of this card in your deck. Just do yourself a favor. Because I wasn't thinking about it, Nanan. First time joining the stream, been a YouTube sub for a long time. Keep the content. Hey, Zerum, thank you. I'm glad you're able to stop in live. Sorry, it's just at the tail end here. Would love to be on the play. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Would prefer a turn 1 play ahead of me, but rest of our hand's great. Could be a few things still. Hopefully not Lantern Control. Sucks that we're going to lose our search here, probably. We'll rip Overgrown Tomb with this. If you are good at Magic, you will make money playing Magic online. When I don't play donation deck lists, and like, before I started doing the donation deck list shtick, and I was only playing decks that I thought that were good, I would regularly cash, I don't know, $150, $200 out of Magic Online a month. What are you hoping to accomplish with Leyline of Sanctity in Humans? Like, what are you trying to do? Right on time, Birds of Paradise. Just right on time. I don't think playing birds to guarantee Ashiok next turn is right. I think just like, let's hope to rip a land here. We actually beat Tron round 2 of this league. The Fulminator plus Surgical Plan is real. It's not quite half, right, Holy Diva? It's less than that. Godless Shrink is just kind of Abzan deck. This is probably actually a good matchup for us. Don't Maelstrom Pulse me, bro. Grixis, Burn, Storm, Affinity, Tron. Yeah, those all sound reasonable. Like things I would describe as top modern decks. The bird's actually decent here because it insulates us against Liliana the Veil next turn. They didn't chump block, so I don't think we're getting swept here. I could cut whatever they play, but like I'm not excited to cut and clear my discard pile out. This, back with both of these. We have them under the double abyss very soon here. So they have sorcery land in their graveyard. There's actually no instants in the graveyards right now. That's funny. We're gonna Abrupt Decay the crap out of this Grimflare. I don't think I'm supposed to count on being able to kill their blockers here. I think that's a little bit loose. Just don't want them to get the selection here. Murderous Cut's been a little bit awkward. Been good in some spots though too, so I can't really complain about it. This doesn't grow the Goyfs, right? No, yes, I'm just gonna smash with both of these. We find the rip removal spell. It's pretty good. They were due for one of those, right? So the fact that they hit removal there makes me really happy that I killed their thing last turn. And now we're having a top deck race here, and like, I think probably top deck's a little bit better than theirs. We got a bunch of giant stuff in my deck, right? Again, I don't think I should try and just like count on this killing their only blocker, winning the game.
It's loose. Another Grim Flare, yep. Planeswalker. Sure. Oh, secondary prize to a Planeswalker deal. I'm gonna decay this if they attack with it. Again, just like, I don't think I want to just try and kill their blockers. Lingering Soul's their best draw here. Removal probably second best. Play for their own is not terrible either. Like a Liliana. Oh, that lets them rebuy one of these, sure. They could kill my bird as well. I think they're supposed to rebuy a Grim Flare here. They could also have hit a Tarmogoyf of their own there. They'll rebuy a Grim Flare. Planeswalker of my own. Snapcaster Mage. What do you do? I think Snapcaster Mage likely gives me the ability to push lethal next turn, so I'm just going to attack them for 6. If they want to go to 1, Snapcaster plus removal, probably lethal. Yeah, I think not blocking on their part is right. He's dead, Jim. I'm going to Snap Decay this, because I really don't want them to bury a... what's it called? I don't want them to bury a Lingering Souls here. Alright, so board your discard out in grindy matchups, so these gotta go. Courser seems great here. Engineered Explosives is great. I think I want a couple of Damnations as a catch-up mechanic, in case we fall a little bit behind. Probably don't want my birds in a matchup like this. Fulminator Mage probably isn't the worst. I don't want to like Stone Rain them a bunch, but I also, what's the word I'm searching for? I also need to kill things like Gavany Township and potentially creature lands out of them. Yeah, let's submit. Head right on in. I think this is what I want to do. Get our grind done. Hopefully this will be the last game of the night. Wrap up the league at a strong 4-1. Pretty easy redraw here. Mulliganing against discard deck sucks, but keeping a hand with 1 land is worse. Get to bottom that. Double Serum Visions. This hand's sweet against discard, actually, because, like, these cards could just, like, literally be anything. Did I bottomed to Verdant. Okay. Both of these sound great. Up top some removal there. Actually, we're probably going to shuffle. I guess they don't play if they play a 2-drop, we're going to fetch Forest and decay it. But if they don't play a 2-drop, then we'll probably just go tap land Serum Visions. Why is hand disruption taken out in mid-range? That's a great question. So, in matches like this, like that last game was a great example of why discard tends to be bad. So discard is very good in the early turns of the game in a matchup like this, because you get to get some information and pick apart your opponent's hand. But these games generally go long, and as these games go long, both players' hands get empty, and you need to be drawing cards off the top of your deck that can impact the board when the game goes long like that, and discard spells don't impact the board. No, friendly leagues cost $8. Nothing is free on Magic Online, almost. Nothing with prizes is free on Magic Online. Alright. I'm sure we're going to get justly destroyed because they left these cards in. But, like, hopefully, like, again, if you can draw your discard spells in the first 3 to 4 turns of the game, they're great in matches like this. When you don't draw them in the first 3 to 4 turns of the game, they're utterly terrible. So this exposes me to an Abrupt Decay, but they left
They left discard in their deck, so it gets exposed to that if I keep it in my hand. So I'm just going to play it out here. I could wait a turn and like play it plus crack it next turn, but that's less resource efficient, and it still gets blown out by something. So I think I want to just do this. Lingering Souls, Maelstrom Pulse. Yep, that's sad. That makes their Goyf a 5/6. All right, Murderous Cut's a good pickup. Yeah, I brought in 2 Fulminator Mages for their creature lands. It's Lingering Souls. We're down our EE. We have 2 copies of Damnation to draw 2 here. Oh, this is going to destroy a token and gain us 2 health. I guess it could potentially just gain us 6 here. Alright, yeah, let's just do that. I'm just going to plus her. Whenever a creature... Oh, whenever any creature. Oh, that's sweet. Alright, well, she just goes up then. She's going to die to these creature lands. Maybe I should just down-tick her to kill something. I think we're just going to die to these creature lands. Losing the engineered explosives there was a hit we really couldn't afford. Maybe they don't know what this card does and they're just going to attack her for 6. Rats. I saw the line. We're not quite dead on board. Not quite dead on board. Getting close. Getting close. Must be a Twitch thing for you. Try lowering the quality of the stream. I haven't dropped any frames on my side. Going to 1 here, and then we're dead. Even if we rip a Damnation here. I can take a little bit of information with me on the way out the door by plussing this Liliana to see a card in their hand. That's funny. Okay, I need to keep in mind that I have double green cards in my deck. That could have potentially been an out here. Eldritch Evolution Tasigur seems sweet. Yeah, it's harder from a graveyard, but not anywhere else. That's adorable. That's a funny grindy card for Liliana Mirrors. So if I'd have fetched better earlier, the Courser could have potentially gotten us out of that game. Because the Vraska... Courser would have gained us the health, and then Vraska would have down-ticked on a token. Close game. Deciding play was the turn I chose to play around discard rather than a Maelstrom Pulse, and they Maelstrom Pulse engineered explosives, so I had to take an extra hit from a Tarmogoyf. I never drew any threats, so the Maelstrom Pulse wouldn't have really mattered. To start this game on the play, we have that little bit of a leg up. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Nice and balanced here. Gonna go Tar Pit tapped. Not really looking for anything specific with Serum Visions just yet. Of course, opponent has their discard on 1. And again, the discard look very good when you get to play them on the first turn of the game, and they're terrible when you have them after that. But like, if I knew I could have my discard on the first turn of the game, I would keep them in my deck. 10 out of 10 would keep them in my deck. Fortunately, I am unable to guarantee that I would have them in the first couple turns of the game. Quite for their own, sure. Makes this Maelstrom Pulse really awkward. Yeah, I'm going to fetch Basic Forest here, preserve my health total a little bit. This Ashiok and plus. If they kill my Goyf and attack my Ashiok, she'll survive at 1, I believe. That's unfortunate. Didn't hit any creatures. Really hoping to hit a 2-drop there. They have Grimflare and Goyf. They don't have a way to kill my Tarmogoyf for my Ashiok here. We're going to be in a great spot. It's a Path to Exile. Would love an extra land, thank you. And this actually means their Goyf only attacks for 3, which again, part of the reason we really wish we would have hit a 2-drop there, so I could just turn this into a 2-drop. I do get to Maelstrom Pulse their Goyf now. Hopefully they play a second Goyf. That would be like the dream for us. Scavenging Ooze, okay. Yep. Start with Serum Visions. Yeah, I think so. Vraska. Yeah, that sounds great. Top here, probably. Top. This tapped. Kill Tarmogoyf, which means the Scavenging Ooze won't be able to kill my Ashiok next turn, ideally. And then I'll get to go Vraska down tick, kill the Scavenging Ooze. Scoo's Goyf is fine. Like, they're both just, like, individually powerful cards. Really, they're leaving me... Huh. Well. Get to play her. Get to destroy this Siege Rhino. And then I think I make them pick which of these they want to kill here. Make them pick which of these they want to kill. They have Chameleon Colossus in their deck? Weird. I'm not going to fetch this to thin because I know that there's a Serum Vision on the top of my deck that I would like to draw. I probably should have played the Polluted Delta because Misty Rainforest actually can't fetch any basics currently. So they can eat their 2 creatures to kill my Ashiok, which is probably what they want to do. But then I get to like start ticking this Vraska up, which is nice. They're down to 2 cards in their hand. I'm the one with creature land left over this time, which is pretty great for us. Unfortunately, Snapcaster Mages are dead draws currently because I left the Scavenging Ooze instead of the Siege Rhino. Maybe I'm supposed to leave them the Siege Rhino. Make my snaps better. Ooh, this is good for us. Hopefully rip a Damnation here. I'm gonna fetch the Thin. I think I'm gonna fetch a Swamp here just because I want more mana. So this way if I bottom cards, I don't shuffle them back in right away. Murderous Cut, Tarmogoyf. I don't think I want a Goyf. I think I'm in for a Murderous Cut. Yeah, we're gonna lose this match. Lose this game. Unfortunate. I'm getting slightly punished for leaving their Inquisitions in. I think I'm going to use this Creeping Tar Pit to gain 4 here. I think I'm in the market for that. Wait, what? Oh, they just want to keep me from killing the Scavenging Ooze. That makes sense. I forgot to block. I'm crappy. Hopefully that doesn't punish us. Okay, they're out of cards. That's good for us. Alright, I'm going to plus this again with the hope that they run the Scavenging Ooze into her again. I'm not playing out this other land out of my hand because I want to hold it for Courser of Kruphix we could potentially draw. Same thing with the shuffle on here. We'll see where they go with these. I assume they're going to send one of Vraska again would be ideal. Yeah. Sweet. I'm gonna Murderous Cut this for full retail here. Got a lot of good draws here, like that one. Alright, maybe we're not out of it yet. Go ahead and plus her up so she gets to answer the next threat they play to the board. And because I didn't jump block earlier, I'm down 4 health, but I have this Creeping Target left over. Now she's going to get to survive next time she kills something. Wouldn't be too surprised if this dies. Again, I'm holding these cards in my hand. They suck a little bit against the Liliana and the Veil coming down, but they'll be really good if we draw Courser of Kruphix. Yeah, I hope they draw a bunch of discard spells too. They already got punished once for that, so it's convenient. We're trying to dodge another Lingering Souls out of them at this point before we draw something good. Makes our future search for Azcantas a little bit worse, but it's not the end of the world. Tarmogoyf, that's fine. Vraska kills that. Tarmogoyf of our own. Sign me up. That helps us end this game quickly. It's like they're auto-passing. I wouldn't be surprised if their last 2 cards are lands. I feel like they would have killed this Creeping Target if they had spot removal. That's a great draw. Need one more brick out of him. Tilt. I guess they have to chump the Tarmogoyf and then the Tarpit kills them in 2. I'm going to play a land out here so I can fetch a basic Swamp and snap Fatal Push next turn if I need to. Yeah, right, the 1 Tarpit in our deck. Tireless Tracker, sure. Opponent punished for not holding lands in their hand when they have Tireless Tracker in their deck. I wonder if they're going to run a Spirit into this Vraska so I can't kill Tireless Tracker. Yeah, Rhino would have killed us there. You know, can't beat it. Don't play around it. Vraska's really good in matches like this. I believe they're dead. Even if they hit a Path to Exile here, Snapcaster, Tarmogoyf, well, this is going to kill them. Oh, sweet. Outside of the one Bogle's match where our opponent was ghosting, we won all the others. Haha! Victory! Luck, skill, victory. That 180 play points, some QPs, some treasure chests. Thanks everyone for hanging out here tonight. That's kind of sweet. All the cards. We got a little bit fortunate in a couple of the matches that we won. But I feel like we really used all the pieces on the Buffalo tonight, like all of the cards, especially like our random last second changes with adding this counterspell package to the board. Really, this deck's a lot of fun. I wish mid-range decks like this were the norm. I feel like that last match that we played and like the first match that we played tonight against the Saheeli deck, those kind of like really interactive matches of Magic are like some of my favorites, where we have a lot of back and forth and we get into the double digit turn counts. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you everyone for hanging out here tonight. I will be back tomorrow afternoon about 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, Anironics, thank you for that. How long before this is archived? Probably about 20 minutes or so. My Fiber uploads it very quickly, but I have to... YouTube has to process it afterwards. And it's just like a collection of good cards. It's basically like black, green, splash, Serum Visions, and Search and Snap. But like Search did a lot of work, and Serum Vision is just like a genuinely powerful card. And all of like these sweet planeswalkers, like they all got us out of situations where like we probably wouldn't have gotten out of them if they had been other cards. So I don't know. It's kind of a sweet one. I will catch all of you tomorrow, and I'll be back tomorrow afternoon with some more Magic the Gathering action. Peace, folks, and everyone have a good night or day wherever you're at in the world.